Hi there guys, and welcome to another edition of Extremely Cocky's War Review. Unfortunately I've got a loss to show you, but I'm going to do an extended version. I've never done one before, no big deal, just going to show you some extra attacks and defences. Now, you can see we lost considerably, 58 to 50. There were only 60 stars available, so the only 2 stars that they dropped were against R1 and 2. I use Dart's Warbase, have done for about 3 months now, and I wore back to back every war. And it got 3-starred by a TH9 for the first time ever. So I was base 3, I got 3-starred by their top TH9, but even so, I don't even want to work out how many wars that is, but it's a lot of wars. So yeah, very first time I've ever been 3-starred, and I left a comment for Dart earlier today to say that I would upload this video if he wanted to see it, so I'm going to do it first so that he doesn't have to suffer the rest of the video. As you can see, we've got 19 hogs, 10 wizards, so we're basically doing a half surgical hog and a half queen walk around, and there's a golem in the clan castle. So he's going to drop the queen top right first, with the 3 healers. And you can see that he took 2 minutes 25 seconds. He didn't quite use all of the time, but close enough. But either way, so strategically, again, just drop the 1 wizard. That's going to create the funnel on the right hand side. Down come the golems. Now, he wasn't to know that there was a Tesla that would pop up there, but pop up it did. But it did lure my king, so my king was taken down by 4 wizards quite easily. And the remainder of the wizards have now gone down. You can see the queen still slowly working her way around the top there, taking out all of the outside defences buildings, and that is a slight downside to anti-3-star bases. The stuff spread out, so only 1 weapon at a time is firing at it. So we've got a rage and a jump and a heal by the looks of it. The hogs came down surgically. Unfortunately, the golem took out the double big bomb to the south first, just before the hogs got there. We killed all the ones to the north. The skellies are going to eventually get this set of hogs here, but as you can see, we've still got 1 full health golem, which is taking all of the expo's fire. The queen is still making her way around the top. There's only an archer tower left as far as defensive buildings go, plus this expo, but this expo is going to be stuck on the golem. So the wizards eventually break through the wall, and down goes the expo. It's a bit unfortunate because normally when a golem splits like that, the expo can't see it for a split second and should have targeted the wizards. Didn't work out that way this time, but you'll notice when golems split, they often, an archer tower or a cannon or whatever, it'll change target from the golem momentarily. But it didn't. So a fantastic 3 stars by them. It really was. And like I say, I've only ever been this base has only ever been 3-star twice, and that was by TH10s coming down. So kudos to them. So let's go ahead and do the usuals. So our highest 3 stars was against base number 3, their top TH9, and as you can see, we got 2 stars on the number 2, and we got 1 star on the number 1. Had we have done our usual cleaning of the TH9s, we could have tried for the draw, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 TH9s not cleaned. It's very unlike us, but there were a lot of anti 3-star TH9s. But let's go ahead and look at Nelson's attack on base number 3. So Nelson's doing his opposite number. So 4 earthquakes go down. It's opened up that whole middle section. He went a little bit early with the wizards there. They weren't protected from the mortar and the archer tower, so he's lost 2. And you see the earthquake just clip that corner there to allow everything in nice and easy. And luckily for us, there's a hound in the clan castle. I have seen hounds do what they're supposed to do, which is take your queen and your wizards away from attacking, and I have seen it work, but I must have seen a hound in the clan castle 50 times, and I've only ever seen it work once. So all the spells are down. We've got Wizardism, which is on the right hand side, making quick work, being covered by a couple of Golomites. The Queen's now in the centre, so she'll quickly deal with all of the things pointing in. We've still got 3 level 5 Peckers walking around, so they're taking the fire there mainly from the Wizards and the Witch. So he's used the Queen's cloak there. So that cannon eventually took out the the witch to the right hand side, but it's not going to make too much difference. While the Queen's just died, we've got 3 level 5 Peckers walking around, 1 swiping everything they come across. And not that it made any difference, but the golems just changed direction to take the draw the fire from the last cannon, so the only thing these Peckers have to worry about is this archer tower. Oh, I don't think they're worried. They don't look worried. Yep, we eat spring traps for breakfast, we eat little bombs for breakfast, and we're going to 1 swipe everything. So yeah, really good 3 stars there from Nelson. Well done, Nelson. So the next highest 3 stars, as you saw earlier, is all the way down on base number 11, which was Leon. Leon doesn't feature often in the Raw reviews, so I'm really pleased to be bringing something from him. So he's doing a bog standard go wipe. As you can see, he's put the golems down in such a way that he's drawn the fire from all of the point defences, the Queen, the mortar, the wizard tower, and we can now start putting wizards for clean up behind. He's gone and put them all down, but so the wall breakers have got us through there. We've got a Val and a dragon, 2 archers to deal with in the clan castle, but those wizards are right behind the golems, so this shouldn't take long. We've got the poison as well. So we've released 3 Peckers in late to the game. They've walked right into the centre of the base, 2 around the outside for clean up and 2 in the centre for maximum. Oh, we've got 3 on the right, sorry. But the level 5 went straight into the middle, and with those wizards behind, made quick work of the town hall. We've still got a golem walking around. The Queen's just used her cloak. Hopefully the King will take out these 2 Teslas at the top. The three Peckers are still are working their way around the right hand side. The King's taking down those two Teslas, and he might even get this cannon as well. Yes, he does. So we've only got an air defence, an archer tower, a cannon, and a wizard tower for four Peckers, a queen. I don't think they're going to win. And I'm just going to make everyone jog a bit quicker for the last building hut, but he did actually put down 3 archers on the remaining outside builder's hut, so there was only that one to worry about. He did that right at the beginning. So let's go ahead and have a look at Clash of Clans' most heroic, which I believe was Low Country, Nelson again, and it's not the attack against the TH9, it's the 2 stars against the TH10. So he's going to drop his Earthquake again. Now, bit of a bugger on this, as you can see, we didn't crack any of the outside walls, which was a bit of a shame. We did weaken them to about halfway though, but as you can see, there's no jump spells and no wall breakers, so we're just going to have to knock on the door a little while here. It shouldn't take too long, and we're in. So the first freeze spell goes down. Queen's gone for a wander, maybe she'll come back inside. Or she's not going to. Cantankerous bitch that she is. So the last 2 free spells have gone down. There's a whole heap of wizards on that town hall. It's not going to last very long at all. And it doesn't. The Queen's Cloak has just been activated. We've still got plenty of cover in the top with a level 5 Pecker and level 5 Golem. Queenie's about to die. Those golems are really getting it from the Inferno Tower there. We've got 2 lonely wizards left and 1 skelly. Like I say, this last, I don't know if that's the golem left or a golemite. Oh, it was a golem, and it took out the archer tower when it split then. But it's not going to last long from this Inferno Tower, and it doesn't. And the last skellies get blown up. So fantastic 2 stars there by Nelson. That means Nelson wasn't on his opposite number before. It said base 3 before. Okay, it does say base 2. Okay, my mistake, guys. Sorry. So let's have a look at Clash of Clans' most heroic, which was Leon. So Leon and Nelson have had a double feature here. Now, this is the best clan we've ever been up against. There's no 2 ways about it. We're halfway to being an elite clan. They were there already, as you can see by getting 58 out of 60 stars. However, there were 2 guys on the opposite team. One was base 8, the attacker here, and the other one was base 7, who were not of the same caliber as the rest of them. I mean, you see here, he's failed to break the breach the wall here. So although it's a level 5 golem, it's been rained down upon by the Queen, by an Expo, by a cannon, by a Tesla, by a wizard tower, and they are designed to take a beating, but only to a point. I mean, he's done his job. He's got the Queen, so he's put a he put a giant down to tank, but then didn't leave enough time and managed to place the top hogs onto a big bomb, and also he put a giant tank down below, but he's come in from two different angles, which is not what you do with surgical hogs. You want to go around clockwise, anti-clockwise, try and path them, know where they're going to end up, know where you can put your heel spells down, and he's come in from two opposite ends here. It's quite hard to see what's going on because I've got a wide screen, but that's his 49%, and he must be absolutely kicking himself. But that's not how you do surgical hogs, buddy. Unlucky. Okay, so you saw the attack against me right at the beginning of the video. I'm just going to show the attack that I did, because I normally show the top 2 stars, whoever that may be, the most heroic and most heroic defense, but I want to show you what happens when it goes wrong. I made a couple of key mistakes on this base, and that's why I got 99% instead of 100. I'm doing surgical hogs. I'm going to come into this box here with my golems, my wizards, my heroes. I'm going to get that queen. I'm going to put a jump spell down on that middle section there, in order to be able to get myself into the queen box, the expo box, and eventually the town hall. Now, the only place there can be double big bombs on this base, and I'm assuming there are, so that's the first space, which I'm going to get a golem to walk down, and that's the second space there. And what I'm going to do is only put enough hogs on this archer tower and this cannon tower, so that I take them out. But if any hogs remain, which I doubt, then they'll trip them, and I'll have only lost 1, maybe 2 hogs max. So that's how I'm going to try and deal with the big bombs. And then I'm going to come in. So obviously you can see there are no defences from that wizard tower through to this archer tower. So although I'm coming anti-clockwise, I'm still coming to the next defences. And when the golems get into the town hall section, that is when this second expo is going to kick in. And as soon as that happens, I can drop my hogs. Now you'll see I didn't wait, so that was one of the mistakes, but you'll see many. So golems down. I'm waiting for the mortar to go so that I can release my wall breakers. It's a very, very slim army, surgical hog, so you want to make sure you get everything correct. I've used the minimum amount of wizards, which was 2, in order to create a correct funnel. So the first mistake I made was dropping the witch, and now obviously I want the witch at the back. The skellies are much faster, but what I should have done, instead of dropping her at the back, because what you'll see now is she goes for a wander, what I should have done is waited until everything got into the box and then dropped her right by the wall. I should have just waited, and I didn't. So I've raised my king, dropped the jump spell exactly where I wanted it. Now you just see this wizard here's wandered off, not a problem, it's only one, he was my funnel wizard, so no worries. But he's just revealed a hidden Tesla, so I'm just going to have to adjust 2 hogs and put 2 hogs on that Tesla there. But again, not too much of a worry at this point. Now, you see my golems have just gone into that expo there. I've raged to get everything going. I was expecting a dragon in the clan castle. Now, in come the hogs. Now you'll see that this expo is not firing at the golem. It hasn't made it that far yet. So that's mistake number 2. I didn't wait, and you'll see that the expo immediately picks up my hogs. So you see I only put 3 hogs in on that cannon, just enough to get the amount needed to get that archer tower. You see one's come across. Now I dropped a poison spell in the middle of nowhere. Don't know why I did that. The first heal spell, it wasn't too bad, wasn't ideal, but you see I've avoided tripping the double big bombs, but I've only got a couple of hogs left. But you see I panicked, and I dropped the heal spell where the hogs were. You don't drop heal spells where the hogs are. You drop them to where they're going, and they go to defences. So I should have put my heal spell over these 4 defences here, but I didn't. I panicked a little bit and put them where it was. So you see, they get healed, but they immediately start taking fire because they've run out of the heal. Had I healed them correctly, I would have been I would have had 4 more hogs right now. But so far so good. I mean, it's not a disaster now. We've just cleared the last defence. So now all the defences are gone. I've got 3 hogs, I've got wizards, I've got golems, I've got a full health queen. I just raged her to be able to hopefully beat the clock if needed. Once the defences are gone, if you don't need the queen defensively, then use her instantly because the clock is ticking. And I could have, with all of the mistakes up until now, I could have still got the 3 stars. But watch this. Boom. My last 3 hogs get sprung. And again, if I'd have done the heal spell correctly, I would have had more hogs. I think it's 3 or 4 that can be ejected at a time by a spring trap. I would have had 6 to 8 hogs left, and I still would have 3-starred the base. But as you see, the tiniest of mistakes can be all the difference between 2 and 3 stars. It is all in the planning. So at this point, I'm still thinking, I can do this. Come on, please. And no. So, yep, that's what not to do. And lastly, I want to show Marcus's attack on base number 1. Marcus is our top TH9, or he was in this war. He has literally just hit TH10. But as you can see, I mean, Marcus is a max TH9, but he's going up against a maxed TH10, and I do mean maxed walls, heroes, and all. I think the Queen's 40 and the King is 33. The only walls not maxed are the new ones that he's just received from the update. Marcus did say, had he have not taken the 2 healers, he thinks he would have got 50%, and having already watched this replay once, I think he's right, and he would have got the 2 stars. So, wall breakers down, we're in. In come the rest of the golems. We've got 4 golems in total. Wizards down behind. He might have chosen to use those a tiny bit more sparingly, but as you can see, a couple of them are getting picked off by this archer tower now. We're losing them quickly. Okay, down come the witches. We've got a rage. We've got the king's raged. No, he's not. We've just got double rages. Okay. Now the king's raged. We've got a jump spell down to get us into the middle. In come our healers. They're going to target our queen. So far, so good. One of the healers is taking a bit of heat from the Tesla, but the queen, conveniently, any second now. No, okay. I remembered that replay slightly different. But yeah, the 2 healers are 28 spaces, and the queen wasn't getting shot at while she was on the town hall, so that could have been 2 more witches, it could have been 7 more wizards, could have been a witch and 4 more wizards, whatever. But either way, this is an absolutely tremendous effort by Marcus, getting a star. I mean, it's not like he's eked out 50% with outside buildings. I mean, he's gone in there, smashed it, got the town hall, and I think if he'd have, like he said himself, if he'd have just taken something extra instead of the 2 healers, he would have got the 50%. But that is a fantastic attack by Marcus. Well done, mate. So that brings us to the end of a war review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it hasn't bored you too much with the extra length. I do apologise. I'm not sure how long this is, but it's normally around 10 minutes long. And we do have a win to show you next, back to winning ways, and so I'll do that as soon as I can. And as always, thanks for listening. Cheers, guys.